learning about suspensions and density and viscosity, and each table has a graduated cylinder, and they're using corn syrup and vegetable oil and some water with food coloring. And so I'm over here with table 1. In table 1, I see you've got your graduated cylinder, and this is kind of a sample here, and your colored water, and you've got some vegetable oil and some corn syrup. So could you guys take a separate dropper and add your corn syrup first? And there's a reason that we add the corn syrup first. Can one of you tell me, why would you add corn syrup first?
Because it supports all the weight.
It would support the weight of the other liquids because it has the greatest what?
Density.
Yeah, corn syrup is gonna have the most density. So I'm over here with table 2. Table 2, can you add your corn syrup first? And never mix your droppers. You have 3 different droppers because they're all gonna get a different liquid on them. You don't want to mix them yet. Okay, and we're over here with table 3. Table 3, add your corn syrup to your graduated cylinder. This is going to take you a little while. And I'm over here with table 4. Start adding your corn syrup. You want to get that really long dropper and put it as low as you can in the cylinder. And table 5, start adding your corn syrup. That's the right dropper. Use the really long one. Put it as far down as you can so you don't get too much of it on the wall of the cylinder. And you're gonna have to do this a couple times. And I'm over here with table 6. Table 6, start adding your corn syrup. That's right, Christiana, good job. And somebody from table 6, why would we add corn syrup first?
Because it has the most density.
Yeah, it has the most density. Good job, Amani. And so it's gonna go to the bottom and it's gonna support everything that you put on top of it. In a suspension, table 7, add your corn syrup. That's right. You're doing it right, Ava. And put it as low in that cylinder as you can get it. And someone from table 7, why would we add corn syrup first? Why would
It's the densiest.
it has the greatest density of your 3 choices between corn syrup, vegetable oil, and water. You're going to put that in first, and it's going to go to the bottom. So put it all the way down your cylinder. Now I'm back to table 1. In table 1, let's see how much you're able to get in there. That's good. Okay. Yeah, I can see about 1.5 centimeters. That's great. Okay, so you guys ready? Add your water. Now, when you add your water, again, get it as low as you can and add it slowly. That's perfect. You're doing great. And you'll see that it's going to float on your corn syrup. You're doing fantastic, Madison. Good job. Okay, I'm to table 2 now. Start adding your water on top of your corn syrup. Put it down as far as you can. Okay, then you're doing great. Good, and you'll see that it's gonna float. It's gonna be suspended over the corn syrup that you added. They're not gonna mix. Good job. Okay, now on to table 3. There you go, Kaden, that's right. Good job, Kaden. On to table 4. You can start adding. That's right, Gabby. Put it far down, and you'll see that it's suspended over that corn syrup. Good job. And now I'm to table 5. Add your water. There you go, Dylan. Good job. Table 6. That's right. That's good, Diego. And if we get really close, we can see that it's floating over that corn syrup. Good job. Now we're to table 7. You have some corn syrup in there?
Yes.
A little bit? Okay, add your food coloring, your water. As low as you can in there. That's right, Ryan. Good job, Ryan. Okay, now I'm back to table 1. Now, we're going to look at your vegetable oil next. And we want you to add your vegetable oil slowly and see what happens. Does the oil mix with the water? Does the oil float below the water? Does it float on top? Let's investigate what happens when you add the oil. It looks like, what's happening there, Mahal? Is it floating on top or is it going below?
It's floating on top.
Floating on top. Okay, table 2. Let's find out what happens with the oil. Don't mix your droppers. Use a different dropper for the oil. And Dorian, put it in slowly. And let's investigate what happens there.
Here, I added a couple drops.
It looks like that oil is suspended above the water. It's floating on top. Good. Okay, and now we're to table 3. You ready to add your vegetable oil?
Mm-hmm.
That's right, Logan. And keep adding it. Add some more. Good. And you'll see that suspension. It's not mixing with the water. We're going to layer this. The more layers, the more interesting it looks. Okay, table 4. You ready to add your oil? Kind of slowly. That's good. Yep, I can see layers. I can see your corn syrup, your colored water, and then your oil. That's perfect. Good job, Gabby. Okay, table 5. Your vegetable oil. Now, what has greater viscosity, the water or the oil?
Oil.
The oil, yeah. Go ahead and add your oil. Let's see what happens. Good, Kyla. You can put more in there. Good. Good job. Okay. And table 6, add your oil. That's right, Amani. A little more, because the next activity is when you guys trade water droppers and you put a different color and see what happens when it falls on the oil. What happens? A little more. You're doing great. Good job, Amani. Look at that suspension. Now, which one has more viscosity, the water or the oil?
Oil.
The oil, yeah, the oil is more dense. Okay, and table 7, add your oil. Good job, Alicia. It's not mixing, is it?
No.
You're creating a suspension.
It's just sitting on top of the water.
That's right. A little more, because you're going to put drops of colored water in there, and I want you to see what happens when it hits the oil next. That's good. Okay, so table 1, you're going to trade your water for the table next to you so you have a different color. So your first layer was blue, and let's get a different color. Okay, and now you're going to put just a drop in very slowly, and I want to see what happens when it hits the oil, when it hits your suspension. There you go. It looks like a little bubble, like a little blue bubble. Put another drop in there. Yeah, very good. Okay, now you guys have a different color, right?
Yeah, we have blue.
Okay, so table 2. Slowly put in a different color and see what happens. Let's see what happens with your bubbles. That's good, very good. And you see how it doesn't mix with the oil at all. You can see individual bubbles this way in your suspension. Okay, table 3. Did you have a different color?
No, not yet.
Okay, so table 4 and table 3. Trade your colors so that when you add it to your oil, you can tell it apart from the suspension that's already there. That's good. Okay, can I come over here? And these will look like little colored bubbles. That's perfect. That's perfect. And they just won't mix with that oil. That's enough. Good. Okay. And you got a different color now? Okay. That's good. Perfect. Okay. And you ready? Just a little bit, because you don't have a lot of oil there. Just a little. That's good. One more. All right, let's see what happens there. Very cool. Okay, table 6. Do you have a different color? Oh yeah, you guys got to trade. So you each have a different color. There you go. Good, okay. Take a drop and slowly add that. That's perfect. Very cool. Great suspension. Okay, table 7, you ready? Add a drop. There it is, I see it. Very cool. 6th graders learning about density, viscosity, and suspensions in RamZland.